Mr. Egbert Sturm, what will be the impact of the current euro crisis on Switzerland's economic development?
Well, the impact is basically twofold. The euro crisis is putting the entire world economy currently already in a stagnation phase. Europe is not doing well, but also the United States and China, Asia is doing worse than otherwise would have been the case. And this is, of course, deteriorating our export sector. On top of that, as we all know, the Swiss franc has appreciated substantially, and that is now also causing a restructuring within the Swiss industry. They have to live with a higher value of the Swiss franc, and that is, of course, making it a little bit more difficult than it used to be.
And how long will that go on for?
Well, this is a process which probably will take quite some time to digest. We can assume that we will not go back to a much weaker Swiss franc in any near-term evaluation. So in that sense, firms are trying to cope with that situation, and this will take some time. It will make us ultimately somewhat stronger probably, but before that we have to go through a rather tough phase.
In 2 to 4 years from now, do you see Switzerland better or worse equipped to compete in the global economy?
Well, actually, I'm on the optimistic side. I think it will improve the situation. What we now will see is that those firms who are strong enough to survive the current situation, the current crisis, will actually be able to reap the benefits in a later stage. And the weaker companies, as we would say, actually are going to not survive this crisis. And in general, that will make the position of what is left of the Swiss export sector stronger than before.
Where do you see the biggest opportunities and the biggest risk for Switzerland's economy?
Well, Switzerland is a small economy, so what Switzerland have been doing in the last couple of years is specializing in niche products, as we would say, and that is the best way forward. We have to make sure that we maintain high quality, that we maintain on the innovation frontier, so to speak, that we always have products which are not immediately being copied by regions in which high quality is not so much of an issue. I think that's where the chances lie. We've already seen it in the past, and that's only going to be increased in the future.
And where are the risks, even if you're very optimistic?
Well, risks are always there. We don't really know what's going to happen with the euro area. We all hope that it will survive and that we will see a stabilization of the situation pretty soon. But of course, we can also make all kinds of other doom scenarios in which the euro, for instance, splits up, and what the consequences are going to be for a small country in the middle of this large Europe is very difficult to predict, but it won't be nice.